Hello and welcome to the shit show we call her. Totally understand, right? Yeah, and I realized I didn't have much coffee when I dumped out most of the coffee out of the thing. I had like this much, and I'm like, so yeah, guess it's gonna have to take their happy ass to the store and get coffee in a little bit. Yeah, me. Mm. All right, let's see. Portland Mayor and Chief Police talking about shooting and caravan rescue through objects at anti-Trump protest. Actually, as much as I hate to fucking admit it, both were guilty. I saw the video because right before that kid with the red shirt that had what looked like a PVC pipe or something threw it at somebody from over there in the anti-Trump crowd threw something at them. Now, why he didn't throw it back at the direction it came from, I don't fucking know. But I saw some fucker over here on the street throw something at the truck, and the kid in the truck threw something towards somebody on the ground. So, yeah, like, that doesn't help. If bringing guns to a protest doesn't help either. It's really a bad idea on both parties. Really bad. But, yeah. I saw that. I'm like, not a good, you're not helping. No. And of course, it shows a guy in the white shirt going like this, and his buddy stalking him. He end up later killing somebody. But we're going to get on that. So, in no particular order, although I probably should learn how to put shit in some sort of order. We're going to start out with, let's see, where we're going to start. All right, we're going to start out with some dumb shit we haven't seen in a few years. Let me get my cigarette ready for this crap. My flavored cigarette. Now, it's weird. The article starts out saying the guy in charge of California is doing this, but when I watched the video, they said that Trump was in charge of it somewhat. And I'm like, well, fucking which is it? Well, apparently apparently, fucking hate these things. I do. I really actually hate this shit. Hey, dog man and resolute germ, how are you? Mwah. And mwah, the Sith Lord, of course. I'm smoking a flavored cigarette, flavored THC. Nice. Anyway, so this fucking silly shit again about the whole flavored cigarettes appealing to kids. I want to tell you something. I started sneaking cigarettes when I was about 14. And you know what fucking flavor they were? Marlboro Light, Camel Light. That's what flavor they fucking were. Would I smoke something that smelled better? Probably. But it didn't fucking stop me. And it's not going to stop anybody else either. You dumb fucks. Just saying. Flavor including... No, actually, they're not including menthol. They're actually not. Apparently, menthol is safe. I don't know. But anyway, the e-cigarettes, they're going to be banning them in California, especially the fruity stuff. Yeah. Okay. They're talking about kids, this and that, smoking them. First off, kids aren't supposed to have them anyway. Okay. First off, at least in the state of Oklahoma, they raised the age for smoking up to 21. Okay? So kids aren't supposed to have these any fucking way. So basically what you're doing is making it illegal for adults who actually enjoy fruity and chocolatey shit themselves not to have it. You're not stopping kids from doing jack shit. Just saying. I don't smoke e-cigarettes. I think e-cigarettes are shit. I think they're just as bad or worse, depending on how you look at it, as regular cigarettes. I've stuck to these same kind of fucking cigarettes since 2004. Just because something new comes along doesn't mean it's a good idea. Anyway, and they had, of course, some token girl who looked maybe 20, 19 or 20, talking about how she went to the hospital and she thought these were safer, and she ended up like with a lung issue or something. And I'm like, you vape you chemicals into your fucking lungs as much as you can so you can make a cloud as big as the fucking room and you're surprised. Of course, if you overdo anything, you're going to have a problem. No fucking duh, dumb shit. Okay? Your fault you didn't do your due diligence, and now people are going to have to do without, peach and chocolate flavored fucking vape as they see fit. Because some dumbasses. I can tell you right now, kids are going to get it. You think that there's no way that some kid doesn't know someone in another state and fucking have some of those little flavored cartridges mailed to them? You're fucking crazy. They'll do it. They'll find a way. People always do. Come on. Don't fuck with me. This is ridiculous. Like, and apparently in September, Trump was calling for doing this as well. And I'm like, it doesn't matter what suits in the White House. They're always going to try to tell you what you can and cannot do. And on such stupid, minuscule levels like this. Like, there's bombings going on in other countries, but let's complain about flavored vape. Flips table over. Fuck this shit. Ah. And in other news, speaking of fruity, food is not safe again. I've reported on vegetables of different types having E. coli and salmonella, and now we have also peaches contaminated with salmonella because I guess somebody is rubbing peaches all over contaminated chickens or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know how that would fucking happen. I mean, you really, what in the fuck? Why do peaches get contaminated with something you would get from raw chicken? This sounds fucking dumb. You see, show me an article where Doritos, Ding Dongs, Ho-Hos have had recalls for salmonella. It's because, God help you, like eating healthy, they're going to try to make you scared of it. I know it sounds dumb, but, eating right, taking care of yourself, God forbid you should do that. So let's make sure we contaminate the fucking food sources. And fucking fast. Good job. And this is the FDA. These are people who are supposed to be inspecting this shit. And this fucking happens. And they're trying to tell us how to live. They can't even fucking sort out their own house. Fuck them. If you can grow your own shit, fucking do it. Weed, veggies, I don't give a shit. Grow whatever the fuck you want. It's my thing. I'm sorry. That's a Eurotrip. You need to learn to mix vape oils at home. That would be cool. You should do a fucking video on that. Show people how to do that. That would be great. Then you can tell people to go fuck themselves. It's going to be awesome. The more people can do for themselves, the better off everybody's going to be, honestly. Because I do not want to see what happens when the world collapses and suddenly everybody's got a huge nicotine fit at one time. Oh, God. No. Anyway, so this fucker right here. God help us all. All right, so all of a sudden, now that the statistics and reports are in, suddenly Biden wants to condemn the rioting because now he realizes the political liability. And now, he doesn't give two shits before that small businesses were getting burned, people were getting hurt on either side. Nah. No, now it's become a political liability, and now he's got a problem with it. Dude, the dumb racist shit you've been saying for like a year or so or longer has really been a political liability. But okay, let's just flip flop and suddenly, yeah, okay. And of course, apparently his running mate has been bailing rioters out. Well, shit, those two aren't on the same page, are they? Wow. Suddenly he's condemning it, and she's finally trying to get people out of jail instead of putting them in jail. Well, shit. Someone just changed. Let's change it up. Okay, shit's not working. Let's just change it up. Okay. Let's pretend when she hasn't spent most of her career putting people behind bars. Okay. Meh. Fuckwits. And speaking of fuckwits, God almighty. So, this asshole here in fucking Portland sent a letter, well, an email, whatever, a letterhead, but whatever, an email to Donald Trump declining Trump's offer to send aid and by sending, reinforcements to help the locals. He turned it down. And I believe this was August the 28th, which if you have been paying attention to the news, on August 29th, and this is not a guarantee it would have prevented it, but on August 29th, the alleged Trump supporter, because unless they checked his voter's registration card, how can you be totally fucking sure? Because just because I don't like Biden doesn't mean I'm totally Trump either, Maybe I just fucking hate everybody, all right? Anyway, so the alleged Trump supporter was fucking shocked the day after this mayor here refused any kind of help. So, honestly, yeah, it's like people will cut their nose to spite their face while their town burns. But I've noticed with these governors and mayors, every time these protesters end up rattling the gates of their fucking mansion, Then they get it under control. Then they put a stop to it. Because suddenly now it's become their fucking problem. When it was someone else's problem, they didn't give a fuck. So, I can't wait for these protesters to come knocking on this guy's door. That'll be fun. It will. It'll be marvelous. And hopefully, unlike some of the other places, when they request help, maybe they won't get it because they literally let their place go to shit. Like, you don't have to like Trump to try to keep your own city in order, okay? You can hate Trump all you want, but keep your fucking town in order. You can't fucking do that. You shouldn't be in office. Seriously. Oh, sorry. Oh, hey, 82. So I know if I say just, I might not be saying it right. The left played their hand to string. Welcome back to reality. Today is the 30th. Yes, I know. I was just giving you a little timeline of how shit went. 5 days ago, Trump said the Second Amendment people could solve protests in Portland in an hour, inciting violence. Yes, and yeah. See, well, here's the thing, though. I mean, you said they're inciting violence, but it's not Trump supporters setting fire to shit, as far as I can tell. And, like, everybody had a fit that kid was getting bashed in the head with a skateboard and shot the guy. And I mean, the guy came at him with a fucking gun as well. There's pictures of that, but nobody cares. But now that the Trump supporter has been, or alleged Trump supporter has been shot, now everybody's like, wow, he got what he deserved. You can hear the crowd saying, ha, we got one of them. Because they would have chanted that the other night too, okay? I mean, let's not pretend that there is not some in each group that are out for blood. Let's not fucking pretend. Let's not play around, beat around the bush with this. No. But, you may not like some of these alleged Trump supporters because some people are just out looking for action. They may not even be politically affiliated, quite honestly. You ever just wanted to deck somebody? Sometimes it doesn't have political affiliation. Sometimes you want to knock a motherfucker out, quite frankly. But they wouldn't have jack shit to do if places hadn't been set on fire for the last 5 months. But, did I do say but? We also wouldn't have much in the way of protests, probably, if police departments would do their fucking job and put criminal cops behind bars. Then they wouldn't have a leg to stand on. They wouldn't have an argument, or at least not much of one. But when, innocent people are killed by the police, or badly injured, or whatever, and the police get away with something called something immunity. I keep forgetting the name. It's qualified immunity, making it easier for them to get away with whatever they did. That pisses people off, and things go really downhill after that. So really, it all starts with the authorities in the first place not doing their job. They'd rather toe the line than to fucking snitch out their fellow man for, doing something they shouldn't have done. Now, I'm not big on being a snitch, but I do add another but. If you are in law enforcement, you should be held to the same or higher standard than me. Okay? So when you do something, you kill an innocent woman in her own apartment, and you get to walk free, where if I had done that, I'd have been in jail. Maybe when we start holding people accountable, maybe we won't have protests. And then when we don't have protests, maybe we won't have good old boys going out there getting shot or doing any shooting, because there won't be anything to fucking do. Everybody might find something else finally to fucking go on about. So, yeah, because this has been something that's been stirring. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, they're blaming Trump for all these protests and stuff. No. I mean, yeah, I know, but, setting fire to shit don't help. It really actually does not help your cause, because I don't want to vote for anybody who seems to like you. Okay? You know what? I might just vote. Like I said, I think I might vote for Kanye just so I can have the shirt that says, don't blame me, I voted for Kanye. No matter who wins. That way the shirt's good no matter which way it goes. But a lot of the people are protesting because they don't like Trump. But, some of us didn't necessarily like Obama. But I didn't set fire to shit. Okay? You see what I'm saying? If they wouldn't they're making their party look bad. And then when things go bad, it gets worse. Like they can't stop stumbling. Everybody has created a serious divide. All parties, I mean, not everybody in all parties, but parties as a whole have created such a divide that, I mean, literally you can't walk down the street wearing like a Trump shirt or whatever without being attacked or something. And that's insane. Attacking people for what they're wearing? Are you kidding me? Shitting me. I mean, there was video of some 20-year-old chick or whatever the fuck she was. She got arrested for minor theft because of this, but took a Trump hat off a 7-year-old child and started walking away, and the kid kept trying to get it back. Now, I do not put politically affiliated clothing. I don't wear politically affiliated clothing, to be honest, as you've seen. But I definitely do not and would not put politically affiliated clothing on my minor child, because there's always going to be somebody who's got a problem, and I do not want my kid to become a target. So putting a Trump hat on your 7-year-old child is probably not a smart idea. Okay? To be honest, yes, you have the right to express yourself freely. Yes. I'm not saying you don't. But you got this side saying, well, why are you bringing children to a protest? Well, I agree with that, because if things could get dangerous, you're putting your kid in danger. But also, those same people are putting Trump hats on their 7-year-old kids like you're just waiting for something stupid to happen so you can film it. How about both sides are fucking stupid and everybody needs to go home, and the police, the crooked cops, need to be behind bars? End of story. Anyway, also, I might add that, as I'm sure we've all heard, President Trump was planning on going to Wisconsin to, walk around, politic, do as, politicians do. I'm going to lie. And the guy in charge of Wisconsin, or at least one of them, said, like, you know what, no thank you, we really don't want you to come visit. We really don't want you here. We feel that this will actually add to the problem, which is actually technically possibly true. But it looks like Joe Biden has no interest in going to Wisconsin for any reason, not even to politics. Doesn't care. He doesn't care about fucking Wisconsin unless it's actually getting him votes at that particular moment. He does not care. Trump, he may not care, but he was willing to at least show up. This asshat can't fucking be bothered. Do you think they both try for Wisconsin, try to look good? Nope, Biden doesn't give two fucks about Wisconsin. Just gonna say it. Say it right out loud right there. So don't vote for somebody who don't give a shit about you, which is hard to do because most politicians really don't. So anyway, so that is my yammering and hating of everything. And hello, multi-gun man and memes. And meow to you, JJ. I know, I never call you JJ. I usually call you Sith Lord. That's the first thing I saw was JJ. And that's just fucking weird for saying it. Like, it's weird. Now I feel all weird about it. Anyway, I already welcome Resolute and Ilaku, who has left. Or here I am, I made it, winner on your chicken dinner. Yes, you made it. Just barely, because that was pretty much the end of it. So, excuse me. Oh, God, I got room temperature shit again. Jesus, I hate when that happens. Sonny, my food hit something on the computer, sorry. Anyway, any questions? Class? All right, good. No questions or, well, okay, it does actually take a while, so show up. I like it. You should call it. I've always known you as Sith Lord. Like, why? Why you gotta change shit on me? Hate that. Hey, Snowdub. They can't afford to let Biden out in fear of him looking demented again. That's probably actually true. You know what? Yeah, that's actually a good point. That's probably exactly why. But what the hell what the hell's going to happen when, like, election day and all this stuff comes? He's got to get up there and speak. Is he not gonna? Of course, I guess by then it's just too fucking late. What is the meaning of life? 42. The meaning of life is 42. That's it. Because I think it's supposed to be some kind of old computer code as a place saver to make anything you want. So basically, the answer to life is anything you want it to be. So the answer is 42. Problem fucking solved. Now you just gotta figure out how to make it happen. That's the pain in the ass part. Meow. I don't know if that's the reference you were going for. That's one you got. Bit of a hairball there. Anyway, so I've got 8 people. Any other questions? Possibly news related, but I mean, you know. Yes, the answer is 42. It is book. The meaning of life is whatever you want it to be. Yeah. Now I got 9 people. As I'm wrapping up now, it's 9 people. Son of a bitch. I don't know if people are avoiding the news or if this notifications are just that bad. I don't know. Wait to see anything else. Alright. Of course, as soon as I hit in broadcast, somebody's going to ask a question. Like, anyways, try to decide what I'm going to do today. And add a 0. Okay, 420. For some of y'all, it's 420. Fine. See? Meaning in life with him is chilling, being happy, and having a week. It still involves the number 42, though. Yeah. I am fucking starving. I just realized I am fucking starving. I'm trying to figure out what to eat. Isn't necessarily bad. Not sure if I have much on hand. I really got to reevaluate my refrigerator life. Anyways, so meow to everybody. I love y'all. I might stream later. I might not. I don't know.